All right, so in this video, we'll be creating our first course, and you can just do it for a few minutes. It's so simple. So click on that circle and select one of the templates. Again, they can be for whatever, and you can customize it fully to fit you, whatever your course you're doing. But there's a few ideas. Basically, if you have like a single course inside with some videos, I mean, this is a great design. You have more like a video sharing type of a, streaming type of a service where people can have, tons of organization of. This is a great template to get started with. If it's more community oriented, maybe some of those. But again, they're fully customizable and you can choose any of them. So let's just choose one. Let's say this one and see how it works. So let's say course 3, because we have created a few more before. So here it is a template. Now we have a few pages here, 5 courses in particular, each one with a one video inside, and a few community pages, which is community for, discussions, posts. And you have discussions here inside where people can actually start, chatting between themselves. You can create different channels and they can talk. Again, they can talk inside and below the videos as well. If you want to allow them that, you have the ability to allow comments. Now, if you want to have more than one video here inside, you can, of course, drag and drop another video inside, or just utilize the video playlists, which is a great way to list multiple videos inside. So here you can just go, select a few videos. Currently, we have only one. But yes, you'll be able to have playlists with different options for them to choose from. And yeah, they can just play. So if you want to utilize one page for multiple videos, this is a great way by utilizing the playlists. The playlist can have either with a sidebar or a grid way, so it is entirely up to you how you want to organize them. Of course, you have the ability to display task collection as well. So when they click, they'll show the whole playlist in a pop-up. So different ways, depends on how you want to organize it. But in this case, this particular page is utilizing the view of image with a video. Basically, you can upload a thumbnail and that will add also a play button on top of it. So it looks like, if you have a thumbnail for each of your videos, and if it's a single type of a video, that's a great way to create something really cool like that. And yeah, have the video playlist widget or just the video widget inside of it. In this case, we also have the ability to track content. And in each page in the settings, also, we have the ability to track it, meaning that anybody that lands on this page and consume the content, they can mark it as complete. And that's for you to see what people has completed and for them to know what they completed as well. So that's a great way. And they can unlock content based on that. And that's actually, let me show you that. So you have this row of 5 courses that are, tracking enabled. But let's say that we want to make course 2 to be only available after you complete course 1, which in most cases, you might want to do that in some kind of a flow. So instead of it, you can have the access levels. So in the access levels, you can select to be, well, actually, not the access levels, but the content availability. So you can have it as a DRE. Or after a specific completion of a page, or scheduling the content. So after completing the page, you can select course 1, meaning that whoever completes course 1, only then you can unlock this content's course 2. So you can save it, and now you'll be able to see, if we, of course, publish our course itself that we just created. Now we can consume course 1, but if you go to course 2, it will say that completion is required. You have to complete course 1 to gain access. So it will lead you there when you are done with your videos and, whatever you're trying to have to do within this course and this area. When you mark it as complete on top, that will now unlock the second course. And that marks it as complete, and you have 1 out of 5 completed. This is an option that you can enable to all of your courses within the settings, if you want people to be able to see tracking as well. And you can also show the members, how many members are inside of this course as well, if you want to show this type of information to your users. But this is how simple it is, yes, to organize your content and to enable tracking inside of it. This is the cool part, is that all that information is going to be, right now we have one enrolled that just did that, and you can see which person that is, and you can see the content that they just completed course 1. If you have any payments, you'll be able to see that information here. So if your course is paid, and we'll do that in a second. So this way you can organize your courses. You can, of course, create more of these pages by simply duplicating them. You don't have to, create it one by one by one. again, simply duplicate it. And all you have to do is just change your thumbnail to something else and, of course, change the content of the page. If you want to add more stuff to the page, simply drag and drop it. Let's say you want to have, link to some resources, some texts, whatever you want underneath or on top of your video. You can do that by just dragging and dropping again. If you want to have a button with some kind of resources, you can just drag it and link to a file or whatever you want to link so people can access whenever they want this information. So you can organize it very easily. And whenever you're done with a page, make sure that you also publish it, because by default, every new page, duplicated or just new one, will be unpublished so that it doesn't messes up with whatever your course you have public. Only when you're done, then it will be available for them to consume and see on the site. Now, what other things are very important, in my opinion, for a course is to have a community type of social element. Of course, the videos have the ability for, reactions, comments, etc. But you also can have votes and posts. So people can actually create posts and posts and share information and have people to react and comment on their posts. So that is utilizing the wow widget. And you can drag and drop it to any page. Here we have a dedicated page created for it. And of course, you can adjust some settings if you want about that particular widget and element. So you can customize it. Then we can have the discussion as well, which is, I think, is a cool way for them to also have different channels and communicate between themselves. So inside, again, you can create multiple different channels inside with different settings, who can comment, and different ways of displaying the whole discussions. So how it is from a customer's perspective, again, we're logged in as that member. We have here inside this, we completed one course. We have the community to create a post. So we can now create a post. Here we can create it as a poll if you want to, have different options and post it for people to be able to consume and start interacting with it. And once they do, let's say they comment, they mention you, direct, you'll be able to also receive notification as well inside of your notification bar if it is enabled in your website. And discussions, a great way for chatting. So you can have message, some kind of a message that you can type in, post it, and people can now reply. They can mention you as well. They can also create threads of what you have sent and, have a discussion inside and in their discussion. Or switch to a different channel where they can have different, discussion with different people on different topics. So you can create and organize your content in different ways. And yes, this is how simple it is to create a course inside of your communities. Now, what are important parts as well is the access levels. Who will be able to access this course? Now, you can have it open, or you can have it with some kind of payment required. For example, if you want people to pay one time or a recurring fee to gain access to the whole course and to the whole community, you can do so. So you can set up the price and you can set up if it's a recurring fee or not. So it's entirely up to you. And if you do that, let's say one-time $10 payment, just like that, we've set up the payments for it and we don't have access. We have to pay in order to gain access to this whole course and the content inside of it. So that's how simple it is to set up your content and to, restrict access and even show you how to do dripping by, people having to complete a course in order to progress further. And everything looks great on mobile as well. So everything is optimized to look great on mobile devices. They can see it and it's like an application basically. And yeah, this is the simplicity of it. You can see information about the members, about the money that you've generated, people enrolled, completion rates, etc. The members, of course, you can have more circles and courses. There's a few ways for them to find them. Of course, you can have them on your website somewhere, but they can also go to their profiles and they can see all available, first of all, their circles and communities and courses, but they can also find others that they have not enrolled yet. So they can go and find that community and that circle as well. Very easy and very fast. You can also have such page inside here as well. So they don't have to click there. You can have, let's say, a page called community. So let's utilizing this one. Let's duplicate it. And let's go this one, go into the settings. Let's go with communities or other courses, for example. And here we can delete the discussion widget that came with duplication, and we can put the circles widget. So this is a widget that lists all the circles inside. And we can make this one like this. And you can have some kind of a title if you want. You can add a headline, let's say, explore other courses. And of course, make this a white text. So now it will display all the courses throughout. And if they are enrolled to all of them, of course, they can just navigate to some of the other courses that you have inside. So let's go and see. Well, actually, we did not publish this page. So let's go and publish it. So we're now inside, well, payment required. Let's remove that. So let's make it open for the sake of the example. And yes, they'll be able to see all the available communities. We're currently inside of one of them, so that's why you don't see it here. But yes, you can go, they can go and click and see one of the communities they're part of, another course they're part of, another course here. So they can easily go and find other courses and communities that they've purchased or enrolled to. Depends on how you want to gain access to those things. So this is how simple it is to organize all that. Now, you can always find information about those circles and communities here, so you can navigate and go and edit each one of them. You can do a moderation inside of the moderation area for your social type of comments and stuff, or if you have videos inside of your courses, you can do moderation of that, so you can see what they answered, how they did. You can of course delete, reply, and react to what they have said as comments. In order for you to also enable the notifications inside of your website, simply go to the builder area. And inside of the website settings or the funnel settings, you can enable notifications. So it's up to you if you want to enable or disable. And again, this notification bar will be only visible when they're logged in as members. And they'll be able to see it. And again, stuff like mentions, replies to their comments, they'll be able to see or receive an email notification if they have not clicked on their notification on the side. So it's a great way for keeping your community and members engaged at all times. So this is how simple it is to create your courses and community elements inside of your areas. Now, another cool thing that I didn't mention is you can of course create multiple courses inside of your course. So you can create a page group, for example, let's say course 2. So you don't have to build, 2 circles for 2 courses. You can have 1 circle with multiple courses inside. Again, you can have a large icon. You can have some kind of whatever type of an icon you want for it. And inside of this course too, you can of course create and add more, courses inside. So let's say you want to move it to a group. Let's put it here inside of it. And we can make this group itself to be also published whenever you're ready. And you can make it as a payment required, this course itself. So you can create different courses for different, access levels, let's say payments required each one, so that they can, consume one course, then have another one that they can purchase individually inside. Or you can have a few courses and some premium one at the end that's maybe for more advanced people, and all to be created within one circle itself. So here it is an example how it will look. Well, this one is not published, that's why. So here it is, the community. We complete it here. We want to go to course 2. But you can access it because you have a payment that you need to do. And again, you have to pay in order to gain access. So different ways to organize your content. Groups are a great way for doing that. And you can create as many groups inside with as many pages and courses inside of each one as well. So this is it. I hope that you enjoyed. And let me know what you think in the comments below about the courses and how you can have social elements inside of them. Talk to you in the next one.